This is a historic little
What do you want?
event. Oh, right in front of here.
Okay.
Are you okay?
Like being photo. He always looks better than me. No.
We already have a guy who crawls on walls and spins webs. We already have a guy who's the god of thunder and a fellow who's got green skin and he breaks through buildings up and so forth. But since some viewers might not speak fluent Skrull, we'll use our Mighty Marvel language converter. As a matter of fact, our sales have tripled in the past 3 years, which is quite a publishing phenomenon.
Slower, but still got 7.
No, you promised we were going to take this very seriously.
Oh, hey, come on, I love this stuff for my youth.
I mean, my...
Spidey's 30th birthday. What do you get Spider-Man for 30?
Them in countless horror movies they usually referred to as the dead who walk. Now, what can they possibly have to do with Tony Stark or his armored alter ego, the invincible Iron Man?
Well, I have a good feeling about this. Yeah. Peter's the guy building it. I just follow along, you know.
What a great team. You got a great guy.
He's just terrific. I never would have done this when my contract ended. He said, "Hey, Stan, now you're free. Let me build a company." If he could do it for me, imagine what he could do for you guys.
I think it's going to be the synergy.
200 to 300 fan letters every day, probably as much as the Beatles. I spend most of my time reading the mail and quite a lot of time answering it. During this time, I think I've learned a lot about what young people think. More importantly, I think I've learned a lot about what young people are.
Wouldn't want to change anything about me.
Gee, you're definitely not the same guy I've been writing about all these years.
My guest is somebody who is not only an old friend and associate, but one of the genuine talented movers and shakers of our business, Roy Thomas.
So I figured, okay, if we have to do a team, that's fine, but we're going to do it differently than anybody else does it. So instead of a lot of good guys who always won at the end and they were brilliant and they were superior to the villains and they never did anything wrong, we came up with the Fantastic Four, who inevitably did something wrong.
Paid dividends down the line. A lot of people seem to be short-sighted on a lot of things. So
How does it feel to know that someday in the future they'll talk of you as the man who popularized three-dimensional perspective webbing? I mean, boy, that's a distinctive trait. Nobody else will have anything like that.
Since moving to work at Marvel's production center in California, Lee has acquired a home with a pool, a pair of sunglasses we never saw him take off, and a position as an elder statesman with the folks back at the Marvel offices in New York. Stan still contributes to special issues.
And then another thing you might jot down, Jim. On page 13, he had his helmet on, and
Believers. I'm Stan Lee, co-author of How to Draw Comics the Marvel Way, and creator of Spider-Man, the Incredible Hulk, and a whole caboodle of other comic book characters that my legendary modesty prevents me from mentioning. Now, I'll be your host and guide as we journey together along the rambunctious road to comic book artistry, which is to say, it looks like we're stuck with each other for the next little while. What is it that you're known for?
You gotta be kidding.
I am, of course.
Well, originally I created Courageous Cat.
That was that animated show
an
you
animated
did, right?
cartoon. But I think when I was 18, I tripped across a character called Batman.
How do you pronounce it?
B-A-T-man. It was called Batman by Robert Kane.
In
In 1939, when I was 3 years old, Stan. That's when I created the Batman. I'm now 42 on my good days. Anyway, Batman is my claim to infamy.
Yeah, I always thought it was the cat things to think about because you always want something different. I remembered we had a character called the Human Torch who was very popular, and he was a guy. I mean, it's an everyday occurrence. He could burst in flame and fly. So it occurred to me, why not do the opposite? So that was Iceman.
Hey, true believers, I'm Stan Lee, and I want to tell you about the most fantastic sweepstakes ever. How would you like to work with me for a day as editor-in-chief of Marvel Comics? Just enter the Kmart and Marvel Comics Watch and Win sweepstakes this May and June. Get your Watch and Win scratch-off game card at participating Kmart restaurants and win one of 18 million discounts on Kmart food and drink, plus 2,500 other prizes. Just watch the Marvel Action Hour and answer my questions. Details at participating Kmart restaurants.
Here we go. Everyone,
I know we are so many days behind when it comes to StanUARY. Even today, look, I keep saying it. I say it every now and again. I did have a little bit of a run of being prepared for StanUARY before I sit down with all of you and just draw some good stuff up. Kind of honoring, kind of just saying thank you, paying homage to the great Stan Lee. I'm always 50-50 on how I feel about Stan Lee. It's like he's just one of those guys, like the more you know about him, like the more weary you are of the things he says and some of his accounts. But with that though, Justin StanUARY, who came up through one of our AKA pad streams, might have been Monday Night Drawing Claw. He pitched this, and I said, let's do it. And he stayed, like he was consistent. He stayed on top of it, and here we go. So, look, I do my sketchbooks in a complete fashion, meaning everything from cover to cover is custom. This one's a little bit tricky because we have a printed cover, but the full intention for StanUARY is to complete one do-it-yourself comic book. So that even includes inside ads. Stan Lee is the 31st prompt, but he's actually our intro prompt. And we have a little Stan Lee fun anecdote here for 2 pages. And then we hit Ravage, we hit Fantastic Four, we hit Ant-Man, we hit Anella from Fantastic Four, we hit Kang, we hit Ringmaster, we hit Thor, we hit the Avengers, United They Stand, cartoon from 1990, Sinister Six, The Purple Man, Two Gun Kid, Say It With Me, The Watcher, Dr. Octavius, and then today, who the hell is Maximus? This is why. Look, can you feel my energy? This is why these prompts, I keep saying it. I'm going to keep saying it until all of you are just sick of it. But it is awesome when you're dealing with characters you're kind of familiar with, you kind of remember, you kind of don't, and there is a trial by fire. There is a challenge. There's stuff to be gained when it really comes down to these in-between side characters. Of course, like we all know Dr. Octopus, okay? So we can kind of have fun with this one. But with Maximus, here we go. And Maximus is somewhat like largely still used. He's been in like nearly every single major Marvel event going into the 60s. And, he was kind of blacked out in the 80s and the 90s. But since the 2000s, he's literally been in Secret War, Secret Invasion, Civil War II, and the list goes on and on and on. Now, that's mostly because Marvel's been utilizing his brother, Black Bolt, a lot. And here's the crazy thing. I'm pretty sure Black Bolt is day 15. And maybe we'll do our first like cross page dialogue here, because I'm going over here, our panel 4, I'm going to have him trashing that ABC that ABC Inhuman show. Because only a villain would do something like that. So we're going to see how far we can go tonight. I really don't have too many ideas for the first 2 panels. Panel 2, I thought it would be good to pull away, show him on his phone, because he did take over a few times. I just described panel 4 to you, so I don't know. I would like, he's got this one green uniform, like this green armament that's very Asgardian looking, and I was going to do that just because it's so wild. And my original idea was to just use all 4 panels to like fill it up, but I don't know. I keep saying that I'm going to do that for something, and then like I get to do it, and I just feel like I'm cheating all of you and not really sticking to the challenge. But hey, everyone, happy Thursday. What day is it? It's freaking Wednesday. Holy crap. Happy Wednesday, everyone. And we're using very simple tools here for if you're a little bit new, if you're a little curious. But yeah, we're using simple tools because I'd like to forward the idea that you don't need anything to make a comic. You don't need anything to put your ideas down on paper. And we're just drinking a little bit of my concoction here. Watered down, by the way, just because I chugged it before I came up here, and then just dumped a little bit extra water into it. So that's how we got watered down. But it's like I have creatine monohydrate, I have niacin, I have all of this stuff now just like surging through my veins. Okay. But yeah, I mean, I traditionally just like to hang out until, the page here is just looking done. And every time I feel like I jinx myself when I'm wishy-washy on if I'm going to hang out for the entire time. But, a little bit of a busy day today. I got a busy morning coming up. Gotta really be on the phone and be on site for some IT conversations tomorrow. Some IT check-up stuff around Philly. And then I should be clear. And for anyone, if you want to support me, if you don't want to spend money, subscribe. Try and promote this, all this wonderful content that I do for you. Wonderful, wonderful people. And it's tough, the streaming space is just so freaking competitive when it comes to comics and drawing, but the consistent ones are the ones that are going to pay off. They're the ones that's going to pay off in dividends. It's going to keep going, keep rocking and rolling, everyone. So, and don't worry, because we get plenty of views on Facebook, Twitter. I realize that you cannot comment directly on those two, but you can always just leave something in the thread and I'll be notified and I will get back to you. You can do that. Well, all those things help. Like interactions help. It's just a part of the long play when it comes to just building a presence for yourself, some credibility, all these things. So let's see here. Maximus, look at this. Isn't this crazy? That's really what I want to draw. But we have to, we have this one here. It's just crazy stuff. Maximus is pleased. Yeah, really nutty. Look at the back of his headpiece and everything. We're going to just draw that right here. We're just going to go nutty with it. Yeah, look. It's crazy. His design work is just it's really cool. It's really cool. So let's see. I'm just trying to get into his all here, just so we can double check. Fantastic Four 47. That's his first appearance. We just got a lot of Fantastic Four action happening here. Oh, geez, we made a little mistake there. We will leave that mistake, though. Where's my number 8? A lot of these microns, we use every opportunity we get to grind them into the ground. Because, you know, why let them go to waste? That's what I say. Let's go back here to images. His just design work is just insane. Because even this, like, this is really the one I want to draw here. But it's crazy. His stuff is just. I'm so into his like king design. Yeah, and let's get into that real quick. Where the heck was it? Right here. Got a little bit of that. All right, here we go. We'll just zoom in. I mean, he easily. Oh, here we go. Justin, what is up, dude? Hey, thanks for tuning in. I was kind of expecting to be alone tonight, just because there's just so much happening. Cheers to you, bud. We're behind, I am so pissed. I'm not drawing Condor on the day of Condor because. Jeez. But dude, how's everything? I guess, are you on your way to work? We're going to give him a little bit more of a chin than this design calls for, just because it's not going to work otherwise. So maybe what we'll do is like we'll double up some of the textures in another spot, just so we get the same idea of the body and what's kind of happening here. But it's so funny when you go into like just the design work of like Jack Kirby, and then see like the modern day interpretations of this guy. It really makes you kind of question like what are we really doing? Are we just kind of simplifying things? So drawing comics is just less and less like spectacular, and do we view that as a good thing? Yeah, I might work. Off. Yeah, we should stream. Okay, dude. Let me know. Hit me up. We can shoot for tomorrow. We can shoot for. I guess Thursday is better than Friday for me. Okay, cause it's TGI Friday. I'll be going nuts. Don't spread it. I'm behind too. I think I'm going to skip painting next time we do. It takes it. It does. But you know what, dude? Keep at it. Allow your go over the month. Just complete the piece, complete the work, because even just like optically, just how yours is going to look with all the people standing together and the different poses and the different colors, dude, it's going to be freaking awesome. I've done that before too. Look, I still have to do my Inktober, which I started that sketchbook. It's okay to be behind, but because what that does, like you're kind of triggering regular work for yourself. So let that regular work carry through. And the people that think it's only about being timely and stuff like that, yes, of course, it's a factor. But the people that don't want you to do the work will tell you have to finish on time. It's like, fuck you. No. We're just trying to complete a giant piece, like a giant body of work in 30 days. So I don't know, if there's other things that come up through that discipline, I can't stress that, dude. I cannot stress that enough. The overall discipline that's created by a 30-day challenge. It's addicting. You get addicted to it. So fuck it. Just get it done. Let's just get it done. I will try and finish on time though. Yeah, I need cool, sweet dude. Yeah. I love it, dude. Keep me posted with the comic book work. For sure. Are you doing the art, or is he the artist, or are you guys kind of like sharing? Wearing all the different hats. Give me the deets. Let me know. Yeah, and keep in mind too. I'm going to still try and expand, explore, get good traction in the StanUARY Facebook group. Like we're going to still we're going to still go in. I'm planning content for a while for Stanley, just for that group, because I want that group to grow. And dude, I got one of my Stanley shipments today. Well, I got maybe yesterday, right? But it's like it's like I'm going to reveal it. I'm just going to do like a video for it. But holy shit, it's well over a week, late. And cartoonist KFab just stole one of my videos. It's like, god damn it. They just did a Stanley just imagine. And they did one of the ones I freaking ordered. The Joe Kubert Batman. It's like Ricky Bobby, like if you're not first, you're last. Here we go. I'm digging this so far. Doing the art, helping to write it. He has an outline story, and we're just fleshing it out. Going to be storyboarding tomorrow. Very cool, dude. Very cool. Very cool. Yeah, second place is just the first loser. Growing up, we used to say second place was first place loser, and when I saw that in Talladega Nights, I lost my mind. I couldn't believe that like that a similar phrase was like being used. Yeah, we were pretty savage growing up, just like as kids. Like we really kind of bothered the living hell out of people and ourselves. I mean, technically, we still do. Those of us who survived the mean streets of New Jersey. I mean, I think we're cooking with gas here. Yeah, I think we got some. So, Justin, just a quick pointer when it comes to the comic. Your objective, and these are just like pointers because I've dealt with so many like missteps and failed collaborations and then things like that. Go into it with the objective to get the work done, okay, and let everything else get dictated from that. And I know that's like a little bit broad, but and also have it broken down. Like even just have like a quick contract. No lawyers. You can just write it up yourself. Have both of you sign, but have the contract state that their split ownership. Maybe like like have like the idea of a deadline drafted in the contract. Like have language that if things are like delinquent when it comes to production and communication, that you have the right to take it over and vice versa. Stuff like that, okay? And that's more or less a friendly agreement that you're both kind of like, not going to waste each other's time. And like you should just always take it seriously too. I know a lot of people go into these things and they're very loose about it, and it's just like, oh, like but just always respect your own time. Like the time you spend on something it's valuable, it's worth money. And I have this discussion often with clients of mine. Like I'm constantly reminding them that when I have to call them because their emails aren't clear or they're slow with getting back to me on moving the needle and getting things done. Like that's money. That's money. So blah, 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 blah. I'm sure you know. Dude, he has like the biggest freaking headpiece. Justin, what led you to pick Maximus? Because this is one of your like clearly your better choices, dude. Because I wasn't even when this is the one where I wasn't like 100% on exactly what like what Maximus we were doing. But dude, it is freaking awesome that you picked this guy because he is so dynamic. He is so interesting. I think this might be maybe like your best one. Like next to Condor, Sandman, Mosaic. Like I can't wait. I was actually working on ideas on Mosaic, like on the side, because like that's just a character no one has any clue about, and I fucking like love it. And I'm just kind of battling here, like what to do. Like, what are we doing with the second arm here? This costume is so nuts. I just can't get over it. Oh, Mr. Lee, what is happening? Yeah, dude, Mr. Lee, I was just daydreaming right there. Jeez. Drawing a very little known Marvel villain, currently used a lot, Maximus, but his origin, look, he has, like, I'm just like drawing his like headpieces. His headpieces are the absolute wildest stuff ever in like Marvel Comics. Hate to say it, but pure Kirby gold. And the reason why I hate to say it is just because it's such a cliche. And you know me, I don't like cliches. But just kind of like working to get this thing done. So we can move on to, I'm pretty sure we're doing the Inhumans next. And we have enough panels here to do a nice homage to them. Going into a little bit of our anime conversation, did you see where was it? I took a screenshot in case I saw you, Mr. Lee. Where are my screenshots? God damn it, son of a bitch. Is it not? Oh, you know what I hate? I hate when my saved screenshots go into the numerical filing system. And sometimes they just get pushed like randomly in my, and I got too much of a stack. Let me see. I think I sent it to a friend of mine. Where are we at? Right here. Here we go. The Moby Dick anime that's on this is on Amazon Prime, dude. And I had no idea what this was, and it is blowing me away. I'm so into it, dude. So into it. Everyone, we have a bot. What's up, bot? Yes. Okay. Cool. Yeah, just making sure, because I kind of, we lose track of, we lose track because we're all like busy people. And we all have different things going out. But I've been putting some of that on while I've been at the drawing table, and it is really effing nice, dude. It's such a nice show. All the design work is just phenomenal, and then like the whole bit on what Moby Dick is, freaking also like very cool, very cool. So here I'm just trying to really pinpoint, because he's got this other giant like headpiece part. Like I said, this design is just so crazy and intricate. Oh, wow. Wait, are the designs of the dresses real, or the dresses themselves are real on screen? Really cool. They made, oh, here we go, all the dresses in real life. These are referenced along with oh, I see. Yeah, okay, so they constructed their own like reference material pretty much. That's pretty cool. That's wild. Tiny dude, you some of this stuff is just so wild and imaginative. You cannot beat it. Here we go. This just looks so freaking wild. Yeah, I'm digging that there's like it's real loose around like the border and the lettering. No bleed through either. I'm telling you, the bleed through for here, like somehow, this must have just been like flowing like a river when I added some of those extra blacks. And the next headpiece was going to be like this other green one that I absolutely loved. Even though like he has like this awesome like soup bowl like haircut. See, it's this right here. Like, look at that. But just like it's almost the same. We're just going to like take off the crown. I just wanted to draw him with that, and I gotta make him saying like the best headpieces in Marvel comic like history. You draw long enough, you kind of develop ideas on how to develop that super light touch. And I kind of like, I finally feel like I'm there, and boy, did it take like a lifetime of drawing to kind of get to that stage. We'll exaggerate a little bit too with this like headpiece here. What are we doing here? What are we doing? We're looking for our lettering. What's up, bot? Hey, buddy. What's up? Wait, just waking up? Everyone, Dallas the cat has just woken up. He was about to introduce himself, I'm sure, by maybe attempting to jump on the desk while I'm on camera, which he's done. But it's been a while, so kudos to him for behaving for a stretch, like a real stretch, actually. So I'm going to do like almost just like a line work texture. And then I'm going to go in and like hit it with another color because it's just going to be like too much black. And yeah, it's going to be way more interesting when I add the second color. You know, and then it's just like, you know, we still want to stay away from heavy blacks because the paper is so freaking thin. Do a little bit of atmosphere and texture around the captions here because normally I have good solutions for the captions, but not this time. But here we go. We'll add some extra bold around Maximus. We'll do the borders. Yeah, then we'll wrap it up. Day 14. Yeah, sound the alarm. It's day 14. Kelly D, you should be in bed right now. We're working on Maximus, the villain with the absolute greatest headpieces in Marvel history. I mean, the design work and the extravagance of these headpieces. I would say also the complexity is second to none. We're going to do some fun with the borders here. We're going to do some open borders. Now, that's not Doctors Without Borders. There is no relation. This is strictly me playing with some of the negative space for these borders. And once we're done with the borders, we will blast this with some Crayola markers that you can buy at any store. Nearly. I mean, like some gas stations sell them. But over the counter, non-descript, yeah, I'm sure non-art school friendly Crayola water-based markers. I mean, they're not even alcohol-based, they're water-based. And there's a trick too. You can actually fill up a like a little cup of water and you can use the markers to create a little bit of a dye, and you can use it as almost the same you would as a watercolor. All right, so here we go. All right, look, everyone, this one was tough. I had no direction sitting down trying to get into this, zero direction, but I think we're there. We have another bot. Yes, everyone. Kelly Dixon is falling asleep. But what up, bot? What up? Let's keep the bot up. Look, you gotta give the shout outs to any of the bots when they show up, because you don't know, that bot could become aware, destroy humanity, and it might remember AKA Pad giving it a shout out early on in this robotic life. Am I right? And we got Medusa here, the wife of his brother Deadbolt. It's kind of like just hanging out there, like a kind of like a slave Leia, like a slave Leia. You gotta say that in the creepiest way possible. We'll do like a little bit of a pink throne just because of just because of comics. We'll even make a scepter a little bit pink. So now we got some, we'll just maybe use the darker green here. And we'll do like a nice pink background to go, like this is almost like a Kelly green, but Kelly green and green. Oh my God, what am I doing? Kelly green and pink really work well together. So we'll do like some of that. But we'll do like light pink, and then we'll hit it with the darker pink. I almost feel like we need a little bit more texture here. So I might go over that with yet a darker green, and we're going to cross our fingers hoping that it kind of clicks. Yes, hey, look, sometimes some of this stuff it's guess and check as you go, and you got to be respectful of that. You got to understand that you're not going to nail it the first time every time, but there will be times where you will nail it. So let's just kind of go. I think we have. So I think it's right here. I'm partially in the dark, by the way. All right, yeah, I think that's a little bit better, a little bit better. Yeah, everyone, Maximus, right? I mean, we're definitely getting there. We're doing way more like funky blending too for this that we've done previously. Way more of the funk is in this one. But he's a villain. What do you expect? Everyone, Maximus, day 14. Next up, Inhumans, day 15. Might be tonight. Maybe. Catch you later, bot. Thanks for hanging out.